This video will guide you through the development of a simple push-button bot designed for employee service, starting from scratch. The bot's purpose is to collect feedback from employees regarding their satisfaction with management, offering responses options in the form of buttons. You can find all the questions and their corresponding answer options in the documentation article, linked in the description of this video. Create an agent and go to its bot builder by clicking Design. In Bot Builder you will see the agent script. Initially it has no script branches and consists only of the root start slot. First of all, create a slot enabling the agent to greet the bot user and suggest that they take a survey. Click on the plus button and create a text slot. In the text list field, enter the text. Save the slot by clicking the Create button. Following the text slot, proceed by adding a button menu slot to provide the bot user with selectable options for responding. Label the slot as Buttons 1 in the name field. When creating a button menu slot, a set of buttons consisting of two button subslots and a fallback subslot are automatically generated. The button subslots represent the buttons that will be displayed on the bot user's screen, while the fallback subslot manages the part of the script that will be implemented if the bot user enters text instead of selecting a button. To change the text on the top button, double-click on the button subslot named Button 1. The name field defines the subslot's name in the script tree, while the label field determines the text of the button that will be displayed on the bot user's screen. Enter Yes in the label field and clear the name field. Thus, when saving a subslot, the contents of the label field will be displayed in the script tree. Save your changes by clicking the Save button. Similarly, change the text on the second button by entering No in the label field. Next, let's move on to the part of the script that will be implemented if the bot user enters text instead of selecting a button. Add a text slot with the following text after the fallback subslot. If the bot user enters text, matching the text on one of the buttons instead of pressing the button, the conversation will proceed in accordance with the script branch following this button, even if the case of the bot user's message and the text on the button do not match. After the newly created text slot, add a jump slot. This slot enables transition to any slot within the script. In the destination field, choose the Buttons 1 slot from the drop-down list. This is the button menu we created earlier. Thus, if the bot user enters some text that doesn't match any button label, the agent will ask them to select one of the buttons, displaying the same set of buttons again. Following the button subslot labeled No, add a text slot with the following text. And after it, add a Wait for Reaction slot. This slot is designed to wait for a message from the bot user. Thus, if the bot user sends a message, the conversation will restart from the beginning of the script, and the agent will invite the bot user to take the survey again. After the button subslot labeled Yes, add a text slot containing the text of the first question. There will be 7 questions in total. Create a button menu slot labeled Buttons 2. Use the buttons to specify the answer options, extremely effective and quite effective. Next, click on the plus button under the fallback subslot and add another button subslot. Enter the button label Moderately Effective in the subslot. Similarly, add buttons Not Effective Enough and Not Effective at all. After the fallback slot, add a text slot with the following text. Next, add a jump slot with a transition to a button menu named Buttons 2. After the button named Extremely Effective, add a text slot with the following text. And after the other buttons, add jump slots with a transition to this text slot. So you have already learned how to create text slots, button menus with buttons, and make transitions within the script using the jump slot. Now you need to add the remaining survey questions and response options to the script. This can be done using the slots and script branch cloning feature, instead of adding all the slots manually. To do this, right-click on the button menu slot labeled Buttons 2 and select the Clone To option. In the window for selecting a new parent of the script branch, select the text slot with the text of the second question and click the Clone Slot button. The entire script branch will be copied after the selected text slot. After copying, jump slots referring to slots from the script branch being copied. After copying will refer to the corresponding slots in the newly created branch, thus retaining the script logics within the copied script branch. Now you need to edit slots in the copied script branch. Replace the button labels and replace the question in the clone text slot. Similarly, using script branch cloning, add the rest of the survey questions and answer options. After adding the rest of the survey questions and answer options, replace the text in the last text slot with the following text. Add a wait for reaction slot after this text slot. This step finalizes the creation of the agent script, resulting in the following script. After creating the agent script, you need to train the agent and test its script. To train the agent, click the Train button located in the upper right corner of Bot Builder. It will initiate the script validation process. The requirements for successful agent training are available in the article linked in the description of this video. If the script meets the requirements, the agent will be trained. Otherwise, the script validation will fail and an error text will appear in the lower right corner. If errors are detected in the script, identify problem areas using the guidelines in this article and fix the errors. After this, train the agent again. After successful agent training, open the debug widget by clicking the debug button. In the debug widget, send a message to the agent to start the script. Communicate with the agent going through all the steps of the script, while checking that there are no errors in the text and the logic of the script is correct. If you find errors, fix them, remembering to retrain the agent after each change so that it takes effect. If everything is correct, congratulations, your agent is ready.